Hi everyone, today I am super excited to share an ATC swap which was organized over on the Craft World website by a lady called Lynn. She goes by the name Lindsay now on Craft World, and this one was summer themed holidays. So 3 ATC cards, 2.5 by 3.5 inches, which you can see in the background of the blues and the greens, and this white one stenciled over a measure just 1/8 of an inch below those measurements I just given you. Now, the stencil that I used in here, in preparation for these ATCs, I done this quite a while ago, I just didn't get to finish them back then. But turned out one of them I actually cut very short, and I cannot for my life find this stencil in my craft room. I really need to tidy it all up. So I was thinking of leaving it shorter, filling it out with cardstock in the background there, or I was playing with the idea of using a different upper for the third card, using this swirly embossing powder, which embossing folder, which I have. But then I decided it was quite very different. It's a gorgeous embossing folder which I use often, but today I really loved the splashy theme, so I just decided to go with one of them a little narrower, and you'll see later on in this video how I'm fixing it up. My first idea was to use the gorgeous stamp set from the Creative Stamping magazine, which I had set aside for these ATC cards, but then I decided against using this. But you come back to my channel because I will definitely make a go of a crafty project with this stamp set. I absolutely adore it. There was another little stamp set that I pulled out from one of the latest issues of the Simply Cards and Paper Craft magazine, but then I'm not going to use that one either today. However, I just left this footage in just to show you how it is okay to change your mind. So the reason behind me changing my mind is because my lovely crafty swap partner for this ATC swap, Chris Dark Fairy, used this stamp set. Now that in itself wouldn't have stopped me from using the same, but the way she used it on her ATCs is just marvelous. Seeing her makes nothing I did I really like, so I decided to scrap the idea and went with some digital stamps which I had on my laptop for quite a while now. I made a holiday theme card a little while ago, back in February perhaps. It wasn't shared on a tutorial, but that's when I purchased these files from Etsy. For anyone that's interested in them, I will link to them in the description box below. So I put them through my cutting machine and it cut out them with that lovely border all around them. I could have cut them out by hand easily, I've done that before, but it's just I'm very late at the night was doing this craft, and so I just didn't want to sit for hours and hours for them. I colored them all in with my alcohol markers, and the icebreaker sparklicious glitter is what I added to fill out that little gap on the card where the splashy swirly kind of thing was a bit narrower. I just added some dry kill glue, ran it down on either side of that cardstock, and filled it in with that glitter, and I think it turned out just perfect. These palm trees, I added some of the Stardust Green Sparklicious glitter too, which is super sparkly. I love how that turned out. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I love glitter and I always craft with glitter. So this signposting sign is gonna go on top of the palm trees, and then the little photo, just how cute is that? It was definitely easier colored than when it was bigger on a previous card, but I just love how it turned out. And then I have some little seashells and starfish, colored them with my alcohol markers, and then I heat embossed the entire surface of those using clear sparkle embossing powder. But wow! So for this next one, you can see I haven't glued any of the backgrounds down except that one which I added glitter to, because I want to do it all on camera. Look at that little glass. How gorgeous is that one? So I colored in with using the same alcohol markers, a little juice of a lovely lemonade. And again added some glitter. On this one I used Stardust red glitter for the cherries, and added some, was the crystalline, it was a crystalline sparklicious that I added on the glass and on the little bubbles inside the jug. How cute is that? Oh, it was a different experience coloring all these images and so tiny. But I am in love how this turned out. So for this one, you can see how I glittered up the whole background. I wanted all the background just to be a teeny tiny bit different. So on this one, I went with the dry clear glue over all the little swirls and splashes. And I added the sparklicious crystalline glitter to those. Oh, and the ink pads that I used for those backgrounds were Mermaid Lagoon, Salvage Patina, and Salty Ocean, and I just ink blended them. On this last one that I'm working in here, you can see that I went around with my blue ink blended brush all around the edges as well. So I have this lovely suitcase with foliage and the little camera in the left hand corner there, down on the bottom, and all different stickers on the suitcase with all different city and country names. I think it's just so cute. 2 little plane tickets in there. And then I have this trail with the plane which has left that lovely heart design in there. I went around that one with the red alcohol marker. I think these are all coming together nicely, so now I will be just putting it all on higher speed just so you can see how I'm putting this together. For some of these I will be just using dry clear glue, quick grab glue or liquid glue, and on some of the items I will be using foam pads to pop them up to give them a little bit of a dimension. So now you just see how I'm arranging everything in there. And just until then, I'm just going to talk a little bit about, I know I mentioned at the start of this video how I already had processed ATC cards when I started to make mine. I unfortunately just mismanaged my time towards the end of June so badly that I just ran out of time to post this before the end of the month. So I was making sure that I stayed up very late in the night until I got these finished, so I was able to post them on the 1st of July for Christ, hopefully to receive these on the 2nd. I posted them first class, first thing in the morning, so fingers crossed. I really ran out of time for a lot of things that I wanted to do in June. But if you want to see the ATC cards that Chris made and sent to me, just stay tuned to this video, because later on in this one I will share it with you. And what was the technique that I think is absolutely amazing. It's just so clever that she'd used. I also have made quite a few cards the last week of June, especially. Unfortunately, because of my bad managing skills with my time, I just didn't have an opportunity to record tutorials for those. However, I will put up a video of a little project share of all the cards that I did, because I just think some of them are really stunning and I think some of you would like to see them. So keep your eyes peeled for a video which I will be putting together shortly to share those projects as well. Now, back to ATCs. This is my third ATC swap that I'm doing. I know it's not too many compared to other crafters who do this all the time. I've done an autumnal theme before and a Christmassy theme one. And I will link to those videos in the description box below if you would like to check them out. Or I will add them to the end of this video if I figure out how to do that. But those are worth checking out. I really enjoyed doing those as well. ATC cards are such a lovely way of taking a little break away from your crafting, but still crafting at the same time, still doing what you're enjoying doing without the pressure of making a card. I don't know, maybe it's just me, I'm not explaining this very well, but I really enjoy making ATC cards. It's very refreshing, very relaxing. On this one, I felt it needed something extra, so I added that compass behind the suitcase there, to which I attached the handle of the suitcase. Actually, it worked out very well in there. And just a little bit of extra foam pad behind one of the foliage there, just to give it an extra bit of support. And these are the first 2 ready. How cute they are. They're so much nicer in real life, honestly. As I said, the lighting is not very good in the middle of the night in here. But to the end of this video, as always, I will attach some nice close-ups the next morning when it's nice and bright, or actually different lighting at least. Because all the other backgrounds had some glitter, I wanted to add some to this too. So I took my glue pen and just dipped it into my crystalline, just dragged the glue pen alongside all the edges, and I was not careful, quite the opposite. I did not want any straight lines in there, because of the other ones aren't perfectly straight. Either I mean the glitter on the one edge or the glittering on the other one isn't just totally perfect. I really want it to be nice and rough. So I dragged the glue pen a few times alongside those edges to make them a little bit wonky, if that makes any sense. So I'm gluing down that glass, which the lady's hand holds in there, with all the little memories and activities inside the glass. I think this is just such a lovely one, this last one. Now, I love all of them, but this one is so quirky and so pretty, with all the glitter inside the jug as well. So I'm just cutting away the excess, as you can see in there. And because I added my layer on top of the blue and the green cards there using Collard glue, this will be very sturdy. But an extra layer will be going on the back of them, where I'm adding the description of what I used as well. So this will be nice and sturdy ATC cards. So they are the three together, and this is a little box that I made to put them in. Do you see that jar? Collect memories and all different travel-related things inside it. I really, really love this theme. As I said before, if you're interested in this digital stamp set, I will link to it in the description box below. I got it quite a while ago now, so I can't remember how much it cost, but there were quite a few things included. So this is a card that I'm also going to send to Christine. How gorgeous is that? It's the split front card, which I really enjoy making lately, as you'll see in upcoming video as well. I have already shared some tutorials on split front cards. The roses that I used on that one are from Crafting with Quilling Ladies collection. Again, I will link to it in the description box below. Just a stunning, stunning clip arts and papers included. And here is the ATC cards that Chris very kindly sent me. Just wait till I pull them out of this gorgeous little holder. How lovely is that with the accordion fold? So clever. So this is the stamp set is from the Creative Stamping magazine that she used. Created this lovely scene in here. And do you see the lobsters, the crabs, the sentiments, how tiny they are in there compared to the size of the stamp? Do you see the size of that lobster there? It's almost the size of the palm of my hand. And it's how tiny it is on the ATC card. She used shrink plastic. Oh my goodness, how clever is that? I've never tried shrink plastic before. I definitely will have to give it a go. I was just blown away by the creativity of this. So she used ink blending, she used embossing on the backgrounds in there, the little shells on the bottom of each card. Those are lovely embellishments like beads. And then she added some extra stamping for the little birds in there. And yeah, I just adore how this turned out. And in here, I'm just picking out, showing you the size difference between the stamps and the actual embellishment on the ATC cards. It's mind-blowing. And when I was looking at those, I said, oh, I can't match this. I just couldn't come up with anything that I liked equally as much as I liked these for now. So that's the reason I decided to use a different stamp set. But Chris, thank you so much. Like, these are absolutely amazing. I definitely will have to order some shrink plastic now and give this technique a go. I just fell in love with it, seeing all these. I love the yellow embossing powder, which I believe is the Popping Yellow by Wow. I'm just reading the description at the back of these ATC cards that she had given me. And yeah, it's Popping Yellow by Wow. So that's not one that I have in my stash. I might need to check it out because I adore how it turned out in the background. Really pretty. I also got a card, a handmade card from Chris. How lovely is this? It's so refreshing. That contrast of the red and green is so lovely. I would have only ever thought of using red with green for Christmas, and it was so refreshing to see it for summer. So thank you, it's gorgeous. This little homemade notebook, how stunning is that, for little notes to put in my purse. My favorite, however, is this lovely keyring with the fairy in it. The fairy, the glitter right off my street. I love it, and I will definitely cherish that one. A little paper pad that she included in her pack, and she must know that my favorite color is yellow. It is just a stunning little paper pad, which I will most certainly get using this summer. So thank you so much for all these lovely goodies and the ATC cards. I really will put these aside and cherish them. Just such lovely techniques. So thank you, Chris. You've put a lot of work and a lot of effort into these. So these are the ones that I have made side by side, and also the little box. You can see how lovely sparkly that is. I also covered that in heat embossing powder. It is the Wow Clear Sparkle to add that lovely coating on it. So I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. As I promised, I will show you some close-up video footage and some close-up images as well the next morning. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you did, please do not forget to give me the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know in the comment section below, is ATC swap something that you're doing or you've never tried before? I only ever done the ones over on Craft World website, but I know that ATC swaps are being organized all over YouTube or Instagram, so you could search for some if you would like to try these out. I will leave you here with some still images of these, and at the end of this video I will show you the link to a playlist to which I will add all my ATC videos and some other playlists as well in the description box below. I hope to see you back soon. Until then, bye!